Leon Nash, CEO of NRPMediaJA.com, and you are listening to NRPMediaJA.com.
Make a top baking right now. But taste some things from the baker up the so and the next one around the so, but them not taste so good.
Eh? So what you do then?
But just decide to go down to Caledonia Mall in Mandeville and Williamsfield and buy my things at Better Taste Baker, my dear.
So what them have?
For all your Christmas breads, buns, bullas, jackas, can, and other baked stuff, come visit us today and make your special purchase at our Williamson as well as at Shop 5 Caledonia Plaza in Mandeville.
We're opened Mondays to Saturdays for your shopping pleasure.
Call us for your special order at telephone number 876 624 0555 and 876-961-0575. Better Taste Bakery for all your baking needs.
All right, it's just about 6:32 right here on NRP Radio. We thank you so much for keeping it locked on the station as well as on YouTube and Facebook Live. The news is up next. Just one or two more of our commercials, and we'll come right back to you on this station. Stay with us. The news is coming up in just about a minute.
Radio listener brothers and sisters, join Pastor Billy Powell and the True Church of Jesus Christ Apostolic Cheapside, Manchester, right here on NRP Radio. The Transformed broadcast. It happens every Sunday night at 10 o'clock. Come on in and be blessed. Be ye transformed by His power. Come in and worship the Lord with us in Jesus' name.
I have decided to follow. Discover the power of seamless connection with Switzerland Communications, your go-to wireless internet provider. Right here in your backyard, our expert team delivers state-of-the-art internet service promptly and professionally. Choose from our comprehensive packages: AirSpeed, Home, Advanced, or Custom, all designed for the data-driven user. Ready for lightning fast internet? Call us at 876-333-1926 or 876-333-1927 and be online within hours. Suritsu Communications, where we're not just connecting homes, we're building communities through technology.
Make a top baking right now. But taste some things from the baker up the so and the next one around the so, but them not taste so good.
Eh? So what you do then?
But just decide to go down to Caledonia Mall in Mandeville and Williamsfield and buy my things at Better Taste Baker, my dear.
So what them have?
For all your Christmas breads, buns, bullas, jackas, can, and other baked stuff, come visit us today and make your special purchase at our Williamsfield location as well as at Shop 5 Caledonia Plaza in Mandeville.
We're opened Mondays to Saturdays for your shopping pleasure.
Call us for your special order at telephone number 876-624-0555 and 876-961-0575. Better Taste Bakery for all your baking needs for the entire...
Hi there, I'm Leon Nash, CEO of NRPMediaJA.com, and you are listening to NRPMediaJA.com. All right, thank you so much for keeping it locked right here on this station. It is NRP Radio, reaching you where you are. No boundaries, no limitations. 25 minutes now, going up to the hour of 7 o'clock. It's now time for the newscast. A very pleasant evening to you. Welcome now to the newscast right here on nrpmediaja.com. That's on the radio platform, also Facebook and YouTube at nrpmediaja. It's Thursday, January 18, 2024. I am Leon Nash with the NRP Evening News Roundup. Here are the headlines.
Former Member of Parliament Joylyn Silvera has been picked up by Mayor Investigation Division, MID, and is to be questioned in relation to the murder of his wife.
Police have intensified their investigation into the shooting death of an attorney at law.
Cocaine with an estimated street value of 144,000 US dollars, or over 22 million Jamaican dollars, seized at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston.
Child Protection and Family Services Agency locates the girl seen being stomped on by a woman in a video that went viral.
And in sport, England's Will Jacks smashed 101 of 42 balls for the Pretoria Capitals in their win against Durban's Super Giants in South Africa's T20 competition.
The news today is brought to you courtesy of NRP Radio, reaching you where you are, no boundaries, no limitations. Celebrating 3 years since our inception, the NRP brand of radio and other social media platforms on NRP Media JA is your newest online platform accessible for the promotion and community activities along with news and sports related information. It's the platform you have been longing for. So call us today at 876-336-9928 or email us at nationalreligiousmediaja@gmail.com.
NRP Media and Radio, reaching you where you are. No boundaries, no limits.
And now the news in detail. NRP has just confirmed that former Member of Parliament Joylyn Silvera has been picked up by Major Investigation Division, MID, and is to be questioned in relation to the murder of his wife. Defense attorney Peter Champagne, who represented Silvera, recently indicated that his client was not a suspect in the death of his wife, Melissa, who died on November 10. Initial reports said she passed away in her sleep, but the police later revealed that a murder investigation had been launched into her death. Since Mrs. Silvera's death, her husband has been questioned by the police more than once. Deputy Commissioner in charge of the crime portfolio, Fitz Bailey, now joins us with some details of this case. And we do have that insert from the CP Bailey at this time.
And having satisfied ourselves that there is sufficient evidence to mount a viable prosecution, as a consequence, consultation was made with the offices of the Director of Public Prosecution, who concur with our findings. Joylyn Silvera, the husband of the deceased, Mrs. Melissa Silvera, has been taken into custody as a suspect in this case. This significant development is a testament to the dedication of the JCF in serving the public and upholding the principles of being a force for good. The JCF remains resolute in its commitment to transparency, justice, and public safety. We understand the concerns of the public, and this update is provided to assure that our work is ongoing and focused on seeking the truth.
That was DCP Bailey in charge of the crime portfolio. And Deputy Commissioner Bailey has called on the public to assist with whatever information they have to assist with the case.
We encourage anyone who may possess valuable information related to this investigation to assist us in our pursuit of justice. Your cooperation is critical in helping us to better piece together the puzzle. If you have any information, please contact our dedicated hotlines at 119-311-811. The Major Investigation Division at 876-758-5048 or visit our nearest police station.
That was Deputy Commissioner in charge of the crime portfolio, Fitz Bailey. We'll have more in our 6:30 a.m. newscast.
The police have intensified their investigation into the shooting death of an attorney at law who was attached to the law firm in St. Andrew. Reports are that shortly after 8 this morning, the female was driving along Washington Boulevard in St. Andrew when her car came under gunfire. She was later found dead in her motor vehicle. No motive has yet been determined for her killing, as investigators are reportedly still gathering details of the incident.
Meanwhile, Shadow Minister on Gender Denise Daly says that the PNP unequivocally condemns the brutal murder of a paralegal employee who was en route to work. In expressing profound concern over the increasing incidence of violence against women and girls, Ms. Daly declared that such calculatedly callous acts have no place in our society and urgent decisive action is needed. She said that the shocking murder of the paralegal employee has sent shockwaves throughout the country and as a result urges the authorities to conduct a thorough investigation and bring those responsible to justice. She emphasized that society must stand united against egregious acts and do more to protect the lives and dignity of especially women. Ms. Daly also mentioned the recent assault on Councillor Patricia Harris, who was slapped by a man at a parking lot just yesterday. She added that less than a week ago, Councillor for the Treadways Division, Sydney Rose, led a call at a sitting of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation for security protection for councillors given the recent murder of Councillor Ainsley Parkins, who was shot and killed while inspecting work-related projects in the parish. Ms. Daly says that these incidents further underscores the urgent need for increased security measures and heightened public awareness. She's urging citizens to unleash a powerful public outcry about crime and to foster a collective voice of outrage and solidarity against violence towards women and for the rapid prosecution of perpetrators to ensure justice prevails. Ms. Daly concluded that as a country, the citizens cannot stand idly by while women continue to face violence in the society.
Investigators assigned to the JCF Narcotics Division are now probing a case in which over 4.8 kilograms of cocaine with an estimated street value of 144,000 US dollars or over 22 million Jamaican dollars was seized at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. Information provided by the police is that on Wednesday, January 17, about 5 p.m., a female checked into board a flight destined for England. During the security checkpoint, the cocaine was discovered concealed in milk packages in her suitcase. She was subsequently arrested and placed on reasonable suspicion for breaches of the Dangerous Drug Act. However, her identity is being withheld pending further investigations.
And as we continue the news this evening, just let you know that it's now 6:44. You're listening to NRP Radio, the National Religious Partnership Media and Radio, broadcasting under the platform nrpmediaja.com, on YouTube, NRP Media JA, and Facebook under the same handle. The St. Elizabeth police have arrested and charged two males of Kingston addresses who were stopped during an operation in Burns Savannah, St. Elizabeth on Tuesday this week. They are 32-year-old taxi operator Nehemiah Harris, otherwise called Ted, Road, Kingston 13, and Jabari Gale, otherwise called Tallman, of Spanish Town Road, Kingston 13. Reports are that during a police operation, a gray 2010 Toyota Probox motorcar with Harris and Gale on board was signaled to stop. The driver complied and the vehicle was searched, and 3 large black plastic bags containing vegetable matter resembling ganja weighing 65 pounds were found in the trunk of the said motor car. The men were taken into custody and charged with possession of ganja, dealing in ganja, and trafficking ganja.
The Ministry of Labor and Social Security, MLSS, is accelerating its intervention strategies to end child labor in Jamaica. This is in line with the International Labour Organization ILO objectives and Sustainable Development Goal 8.7 to eliminate child labor across the globe by 2025. Gafar Ellis reports.
And unfortunately, we do not have that insert from Gafar, so we continue. Speaking with JIS News recently, Divisional Director, Industrial Relations and Allied Services in the Ministry, Gillian Corodas, said that as a country, we must take a stand to protect our children from engaging in child labor. She said with support from the Regional Initiative, Latin America and the Caribbean, and through the MLSS, several initiatives to eliminate child labor are being implemented. Ms. Corodas added that child labor has some cultural roots in Jamaica, where some parents and guardians allow their children to work with them on farms or otherwise, and oftentimes not recognizing that they may be preventing the child in school and exposing them to hazardous chemicals and conditions. She's warning parents and guardians against the practice while imploring the general public to recognize its role in helping to end child labor. And Ms. Corodas indicated that the ministry is utilizing community level engagement in high risk areas and sensitization sessions, partnering with the Ministry of Education and Youth to identify children who are not in school and social protection initiatives, such as the Program of Advancement through Health and Education Path, to accelerate the end to child labor in Jamaica. In addition, entities such as the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, the Victim Support Unit, and the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse are also engaged to investigate suspected cases of child abuse or child labor.
Thank you, Leon. And in a related story, the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, says it has located the girl who has been seen stomped on by a woman in a video that went viral. NRP News understands that the 15-year-old is now in medical care of her father and is currently receiving medical attention at hospital. The CPFSA says their investigation has revealed that the woman seen assaulting the child in the video has been confirmed to be her mother. The child was seen in the video being stomped on repeatedly on her head and neck and was only stopped by a male videoing the ordeal who seemingly got fed up with what the woman was doing to the child.
And as we continue the news now, Jamaicans are being encouraged to prevent the spread of infectious diseases by getting vaccinated against viruses such as influenza and the coronavirus COVID-19. Medical Officer of Health for Portland, Dr. Sharon Lewis, said the elderly, vulnerable individuals with chronic illnesses, especially non-communicable diseases, and pregnant women are encouraged to get vaccinated. Dr. Lewis, while urging for the necessary precautions to be taken to prevent a spread of infectious diseases, informed that the influenza and COVID-19 vaccines are now available within the parish and all persons, to include healthcare workers, should get vaccinated. Dr. Lewis reported that dengue infection is on the decline, and for a long time, it is the best position the parish has been in since an outbreak of the virus. She informed that December last year, 644 suspected cases of the dengue fever were reported to the health department, and that 124 or 19% of the cases were positive, showing a downward trend of the positive cases.
Finally, in the news this evening, the government says it is looking to double the capacity of the Saltbury wastewater treatment plant in St. Catherine by attracting major investment in the facility. This was disclosed by a minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Senator Matthew Samuda. Speaking during Wednesday's launch of the Remix Jamaica Conference and Expo at the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean in Kingston, the minister said the government will go to market with a designed product to ensure the capacity of Saltbury is doubled. He was noting that Saltbury is the largest sewage treatment plant. Senator Samuda said the government's plans reflect it to ensure that the sewage capacity increases to facilitate continued development in this area. He pointed out that this is not the only major sewage investment in Jamaica, as last year, the government commissioned a $900 million sewage system, Greater Portmore, St. Catherine, and a similar facility in Hanover valued $300 million.
You're listening to news on NRP Radio, your primary Christian source for news, sports, and the weather on nrpmediaja.com, reaching you where you are, no boundaries, no limitations. And now, let's give you some sporting information brought to you by Hepburn's Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue in Kingston, Jamaica.
Hepburn's Glass Appliance is the latest trend-setting supplier of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses, as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors, and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of float glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters, and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none, with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. Call us at 9080962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass, quality service is our priority.
And now for our sports story ball. In the Portland FA Western Union Major League today, Manchineel came from behind to earn a 1-1 draw with Progressive at Carter Park in a rescheduled game. Goal scorers Progressive J.A. Diano Marshall did so in the 41st minute, followed by Manchineel Ryan Rodney in the 58th minute.
On cricket, England's Will Jacks smashed 101 of 42 balls for the Pretoria Capitals in their win against Durban's Super Giants in South Africa's T20 competition. The 25-year-old 9 sixes and 8 fours as he helped his side reach 204 for 9 of their 20 overs. Jacks opened the batting for the Capitals with England wicketkeeper batter Phil Salt, who scored 23. Off-spinner Jacks also took 2 for 18 as the Super Giants were restricted to 187 for 7 from their 20 overs at Centurion Park. Jacks, who had a strike rate of 240.48 for his innings, and Salt put on 75 from 5.2 overs before England pace bowler Reece Topley dismissed the latter. Topley was his side's leading wicket taker with figures of 3 for 34. Jack's century came up of 41 balls, which is the second fastest by an English batter in a T20 game, 1 ball slower than David Willey for Northamptonshire against Sussex in 2015. The fastest T20 century was Chris Gale, 30 balls 100 for Royal Challengers Bangalore against Pune Warriors in the 2013 Indian Premier League. And finally,
Gabby Lewis's unbeaten 65 helped Ireland secure a 10-wicket win over Zimbabwe in a rain-affected opening game in their one-day international series. Zimbabwe's innings was reduced to 44 overs, but they were dismissed for 170 after 42.5 overs. Ashley's Ndiara hit 47 before she became one of Cara Murray's 3 victims. Rain reduced Ireland's target to 109 in 21 overs on the Duckworth-Lewis turn method, which they reached in 13.1 overs, with Amy Hunter also unbeaten on 36. Lewis hit 11 fours and 1 6 as she reached her 8th ODI 50. The sides will meet again at the same venue on Sunday and Tuesday before the first game of a 5-match 2020 series takes place on January 26.
And that's sports in our NRP Evening News Roundup, brought to you by Hepburn's Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue in Kingston, Jamaica.
We promise to bring you a good news story as often as we can. If you know of or are aware of any event or person whose good story we should highlight, please send this information to our email address at nationalreligiousmediaja @gmail.com or call 876-336-9928. That's the local news and sport, and stand by now for the latest international news courtesy of the Voice of America.
This is VOA News. I'm Alexis Strope. U.S. forces have conducted a fifth strike against Iranian-backed Houthi rebel military sites in Yemen. The action Thursday comes as President Joe Biden acknowledged that the American and British bombardment had yet to stop the militants' attacks on vessels in the Red Sea that have disrupted global shipping. U.S. Central Command said the latest strikes destroyed 2 Houthi anti-ship missiles that, quote, were aimed into the southern Red Sea and prepared to launch. Biden said the U.S. would continue the strikes, even though so far they haven't stopped the Houthis from continuing to harass commercial and military vessels. The U.S. designates the Houthi rebels as a specially designated global terrorist group. Pakistan launched airstrikes against alleged militant hideouts inside Iran Thursday, killing at least 9 people in retaliation for a similar attack days earlier this month by Iran. VOA's Rick Pantaleo has more.
The attacks by both Pakistan and Iran on either side of their border appeared to target Baluch militant groups with similar separatist goals. The countries accuse each other of providing a haven to the groups in their respective territories. Pakistan's Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Mumtaz Zahra Baluch says their airstrikes in Iran targeted militant Pakistani separatists.
This action is a manifestation of Pakistan's unflinching resolve to protect and defend its national security against all threats.
Analysts say this week's tit-for-tat strikes were at least partially prompted by internal political pressures. Rick Pantaleo, VOA News.
Congress has sent President Joe Biden a short-term spending bill that would avert a looming partial government shutdown and fund federal agencies into March. The bill extends current spending levels and buys time for the 2 chambers to work out their differences over full-year spending bills. You'll find expanded coverage of world news and events at our website, voanews.com, 24 hours a day. This is VOA News.
That was the latest international news from the Voice of America. Now for the weather report and forecast. The National Meteorological Service has indicated that there's a significant feature of a weak high-pressure ridge across Jamaica. The ridge is expected to weaken further today. Thereafter, a trough is expected to move into the vicinity of the island by tomorrow. In our 24-hour forecast, tonight will be partly cloudy. Tomorrow morning will be partly cloudy, mainly across eastern parishes. Tomorrow morning, expect isolated showers across sections of central and western parishes, otherwise partly cloudy. In our 3-day forecast after tomorrow, Saturday will be mainly sunny in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon. Sunday, partly cloudy morning, isolated afternoon showers across sections of southern parishes and hilly areas. Monday will be cloudy with intermittent showers, mainly across sections of north, central, and eastern
Psalm
parishes.
37 verse 8 says, don't get angry. Don't be upset. It only leads to trouble. This is NRP Media and Radio. The time is 7 o'clock.
All right, and we do apologize for the interruption. We had to give you that time signal. It's 7 o'clock right here on NRP Radio, and Luan Bramwell Shakes is into the weather, and let's her continue now from the three-day forecast that we started earlier on, giving you that information on the forecast for the 3 days ahead. Luan?
Thank you, Leon. So our 3-day forecast after tomorrow, Saturday, will be mainly sunny in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon. Sunday, expect partly cloudy conditions in the morning, isolated afternoon showers across sections of southern parishes and hilly areas. Monday will be cloudy with intermittent showers, mainly across sections of north, central, and eastern parishes, partly cloudy elsewhere. Expect windy conditions across the island. Other current regional weather features: a stationary front across western Cuba. Minimum temperature expected for Kingston tonight, 23 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature expected for Montego Bay tonight, 22 degrees Celsius. That is the latest weather report and forecast in the NRP Evening News Roundup. With that, we have come to the end of our news presentation this evening. But before we go, here are the headlines once again.
Former Member of Parliament Joylan Silvera has been picked up by the Major Investigation Division, MID, and is to be questioned in relation to the murder of his wife.
Police have intensified their investigation into the shooting death of an attorney at law.
Cocaine with an estimated street value of $144,000 or over 22 million Jamaican dollars seized at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston.
Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, locates the girl seen being stomped on by a woman in a video that went viral.
And in sports, England's Will Jacks smashed 101 of 42 balls for the Pretoria Capitals in their own win against Durban's Super Giants in South Africa's T20 competition.
The full package of news today came to you courtesy of NRP Radio, reaching you where you are. No boundaries, no limitations.
Celebrating 3 years since our inception, the NRP brand of radio and other social media platforms on NRP Media JA is your newest online platform accessible for the promotion of your church and community activities along with news and sports related information. It's the platform you have been longing for. So call us today at 876-336-9928 or email us at nationalreligiousmedia@gmail.com.
NRP Media and Radio, reaching you where you are. No boundaries, no limitations.
Here is your invitation to join us again tomorrow morning at 6:30 for the NRP Break of Day newscast. On behalf of the news and production teams, I am Lou Ann Bramwell Shakes.
And I am Leon Nash for the NRP News.
We encourage you to join this growing medium. Feel fulfilled and informed. Have a good rest of your evening.
Hepburn's Glass Supplies is the latest trend-setting supplier of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses, as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors, and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of float glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters, and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none, with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. Call us at 9080962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass, quality service is our priority.